Well, hello everybody. This is Dr. Troy Deep with the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action, and create big-ass results in your life and business. Today's topic is this. Sorry, folks, the car sold. So recently here, my wife and I purchased a new van. Oh, we're so excited. We purchased a new van, yes, after 1,000 years of me saying I'll never be a van owner. My wife and I are van owners, and we love it. But that's not the point of the story today. I'll probably have to do another podcast on that. But the point of the story today is this. This is it was kind of a drawn out process of us dealing with the car dealership. So I'm going to kind of cut through the chase as much as I can and still give you the bulk of the story so we can still have a message here today that you can use in your life. Here's how it goes. We go to a dealership on a Friday. We sit for many, many hours talking about this vehicle. We found the one that we loved. Well, we go home to talk about it. We're not ready to jump. We weren't feeling good about the deal. We go home to talk about it the next day. We shoot out an email that says, here's the offer if you're willing to take it. Why? We want to have it written down. We want to make sure there is no mistakes. So we send an email with exactly what it is that we're looking for. We don't hear from the dealer for about 5 days. After me sending 3 emails of outreach, we don't hear from him for about 5 days, and the car salesman finally reaches back to tell us the car is sold. Now, at this point, I'm a little ticked off. I've sent multiple emails and never got any response, and he was supposed to take our offer to the guy on Saturday, and he didn't, and now 5 days later, the car is sold. So my wife and I would start this journey of looking. We're going to be searching because we realize that this is the vehicle that we want. And so we start searching, so much so that we're willing to drive in upwards of 5 hours to buy this vehicle if we find a good deal. At this point, we've done enough research that we know our shit. We know what's a good deal, and we know what isn't. As about 10 days would go by, I wander over to the site of the original dealership, and I see that the black Pacifica that we were looking at is still available. Now, I had peeked a couple other times over the last week and a half to 2 weeks, and it was still there, and I'm going, this doesn't make sense. Why would the car still be on there? Most dealers have this stuff off within 24 to 48 hours. This isn't making sense. And as my wife and I are driving home, and we're talking about a couple of offers that we have out there, we realize that the best deal was at this dealership. So we get home, and I send an email saying, hey, look, if you still have it, it's on the website. If you still have it, we want it. If you don't, we're willing to get the white one. I get an email back literally within probably 10 minutes that says, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Your car wasn't actually sold. In other words, this dealer screwed up. He wasn't paying attention to details. He jumped on something and immediately thought that the one that we wanted had sold, told us the wrong information, and literally lost a deal. Now, if it wasn't for me reaching back out, that deal would have been gone. He would have never had that deal. But because I reached back out, everything was back on the table. And he apologized for his mistake. And now we're moving forward. But the thing that's so important here and so critical to look at is the details. Now, I haven't talked about it. I was getting ready to do this podcast. I'm like, wow, I haven't talked about details in a long time. This is going to be good. But think about the detail that was missed here. The detail of the ability, the opportunity to sell a car to somebody, which is how he makes a living, is by selling cars. And so if he misses this, he misses an opportunity. I don't know where it lies in the spectrum of maybe getting a bonus that month. I don't know where it lies on that spectrum, but I do know that they sell a certain number of cars, they're going to get a bonus. I do know that they make money off of cars. So he misses an opportunity here because he missed the detail. The details of looking at the exact vehicle we were just in your business. All you have to do is look and make sure it's the exact vehicle. You got 3 black ones. You got 2 of them that have black wheels. You might want to make sure that the one that we want is still there instead of looking out and saying, oh, it's not here anymore. That vehicle was sold. So the question becomes this. Where in your life are you missing the details? He's fortunate. He should, feel good that I was still looking and reached out to him because I kept looking. It didn't feel right. Something was wrong. And so I kept looking. I kept searching. It's like, man, it's still there. Something's going on here. If it wasn't for me doing that, he loses the sale. But because I did it, the sale moved forward. We are now the proud owners of a 2019 Pacifica Limited. Now, where in your life are you missing the details? Maybe in your health. Maybe it's something that you're just assuming things are working right. You're not really looking at it. You're just assuming that things are going the way that they're supposed to, but you don't really know. And so how do you know? You get on the scale. How do you know? You look at the food that you're eating, you track the foods that you're eating because there's details that have to be made. If you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to find an optimum weight for you. If you're not tracking your food, then you're missing the details of what's working and not working in your health. If you're not tracking your workouts, you're missing the details of what are the things that are really helping you to move forward. One of the other things that maybe you need to polish up on. Maybe it's in your relationship and you just like, where are you missing the details in a relationship? Maybe there's something that your spouse or significant other, they really love it when you do it, but you keep doing it wrong. And your intention is in the right place, but there's a small detail that's being missed that is a big issue in that relationship. Where in your business, as I talk about this from a business perspective, where in your business are you missing the details that could be just like our experience here was not a positive one, but it got flipped. It got flipped because the car salesman came through, man. And I mean, he came through. He shined. When he needed to shine, he did it. And then the financing guy, his name is James, the financial guy, was off the charts, made the experience that much better for us. So they were able to salvage the relationship. We would go back there now. We weren't going to go back there the way that things went in the first place. But it got salvaged as a result of this. So you look at your business and look, we all miss details. We all make mistakes. I don't fault him for that. It happens to all of us every single day. We do it. But if we pay more attention to it, instead of it happening every single day, it gets minimized and it doesn't happen as much. Maybe it happens once every 3 days, once every 4 days. But if you're not paying attention to the details, chances are today you've already missed 3. And tomorrow you'll do it again. Unless you start to pay attention to the details. Because the details are what can make or break a relationship. The details are what can make or break a business relationship. With clients, with patients, with whomever it is that you are working with. You pay attention to the details and you see things through, and all of a sudden you have loyal customers who will continue to buy from you. If you don't, they're going somewhere else. So take a pause right now, sit down, look at your life, body, look at your health, look at your relationships, look at your business, and where is it that you are missing details? Or maybe you're moving a little too fast. I have to assume in this place, he probably moved too fast. He took a quick glance, oh yeah, it's not there anymore, boom. Where is it that you're moving too fast? And because you're moving too fast, you are missing the details in any one of these areas of your life. And then course correct immediately. What do I have to do to get back on path to make sure that I do not miss these details again, which means that you're probably going to have to create a system, a checklist, or something that's going to help you to stay on track with those details in the future. That's all I've got for you here today, folks. Hey, if you haven't already, you know who you are. Head on over to iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher, and make sure you rate and or review this podcast. I'd greatly, greatly appreciate it. And even, look, you don't get charged for this. This is a free service. How about you forward it to a couple people that you think could benefit from the fire I deliver here daily, Monday through Friday. And as always, if you need anything, shoot me an email, Dr. Troy, Dr. T-R-O-Y, D-R-T-R-O-Y, Dr. Troy at commitandgo.com. Questions, comments, or anything that you might need that I could assist you with and support you with, I'd love to be of assistance. So that's all I've got for you here today. This has been the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action, and create big-ass results in your life and business. We'll hear you next time. Bye-bye.